Hello, Crafty Crandall here. Today I have a very fun video for you. I am going to be reacting to my old artwork. I would just like to preface this video by saying that I am not in any way, shape, or form like getting it down on myself or knock myself for this old art. This old art is how I got to where I am today, and as far as my artwork is concerned, I know I've got a ton more practice to do, and you know, art is a never-ending journey. So this is just part of my art journey, and I thought that it would be a fun thing to share with you here on the internet. Hopefully you enjoy it. I have two sketchbooks here for you. I have an old Canson XL mixed media sketchbook, and I have my old Moleskine sketchbook, neither of which I have looked at recently, and I'm not honestly sure what dates they start and what dates they end, but we will go through all of that and the artwork within them in the video henceforth. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you like it. Consider subscribing to my channel as I post new art and book related content every single Tuesday and occasionally on Fridays. Without any further ado, let's hop into the old art, shall we? Alright, we're going to start with the Canson Mixed Media Sketchbook, as I believe this one is slightly older. I'm not positive, but actually it should say here in the front. So I started this one on March 6th, 2017, and I finished it April 21st, 2018, so a year and a month later or so. The first piece in here was the day I got my watercolor pencils from my dad. I know because I vividly remember trying to paint this piece with them, thinking that they would act like watercolors. Fun fact, they don't. They re-wet nicely, and you know, I think that if I had blended out the colored pencils themselves a little bit more, then it would have blended better with the watercolor. But as a first attempt, not too mad at this, but as kind of someone who knows how to use watercolor pencils a little bit better now, this was kind of an interesting first attempt. Yes, and I used to bring this sketchbook to my art class that I was taking, and in art class I was doing a ton of graphite portraits, so I'm sure we'll see others of those. This was supposed to be John Watson from Sherlock Holmes. I'm not sure what the actor's actual name is, but hopefully you can tell. If not, then I did a really poor job. This was supposed to be Leonardo DiCaprio, which you definitely can't tell, but I gave up. Actually, oh, hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Let's, so I gave up on the first page, but then I tried again. So I don't know if this looks any more or less like Leonardo DiCaprio, but that's who it was supposed to be. Clearly then on the next page, we have Dr. Strange, or Benedict Cumberbatch, which, as you can see, the graphite is quite shiny in the light, but I did an underpainting of acrylic because I had like leftover acrylic from a project that I was doing, and that's how that got there. Another portrait. This is Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Can you tell that I really love Inception? Because that's where I got the Leo DiCaprio and the Joseph Gordon-Levitt references. But this one sucks. You can tell that the eyes are disproportionate. The whole side of the face is terrible. I was very much still learning. Which, I mean, this is the only way to learn, is to practice. So, not saying that this is bad by any means, but I think that I've improved since then. Some more different portrait practice. So my art teacher told me to start focusing more so on just like singular features at a time. So this is obviously an eye. We got the start of a nose, a mouth, and then this was like just a doodle with no reference or purpose. And then I tried again for another whole face. I'm not sure who this is or what the reference photo was for this. So, oh, you know what? Actually, I do know. It was Eminem. I've never seen a photo of Eminem. She had one in a magazine, so I just like picked it up randomly and started drawing it because, you know, that's just how I rolled at art class. More portraits. I didn't realize there were so many portraits in the sketchbook. Holy moly. This was from a reference, again, from a magazine that she had. I'm not sure who it is. And again, was this one even referenced? This doesn't even look like I referenced it. This looks like I tried a freehand drawing and failed miserably. The eyes are too big. Again, the whole head is disproportionate. This does not look like she has any planes to her face, but there you have it. Ah, here we are. Okay, so then I used the watercolor pencils again. I'm not sure if this was in art class. I think it was, because I vaguely remember one of the other ladies in art class like coming over and saying that she liked this piece, which I like it too. I kind of like the planes of the face. I like the colors. I think that the colors worked out really well here. This eye obviously got ruined, but overall not mad at this. Kind of like that actually still. I don't remember who this is, but this is yet another portrait of a girl. If you can tell, like, please let me know. I highly doubt that you can, but you know, it'd be interesting to know. Again, like, you can see that I continually made the same mistakes over and over again, but this one I think I was actually more so concerned with the mouth, and I think the mouth actually turned out pretty well. It's the eyes and like the contouring of the face again that just didn't work. Another portrait from another person that I don't know. I think I tried to go like larger with this one, and to my detriment, to be honest. I should start scaling it in so that I can work on specific features. Ew, I killed a bug. Gross. This is a tiger, again with watercolor pencils, so I was still trying to get better with my watercolor pencils, and I think that I slowly improved and kind of got the hang of it, but I actually really like this one as well. Ha! This. So I got a new ink pen. I think it was this, not the Sakura one. Oh, what is that pen called? The Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. Thank you. Pentel Pocket Brush Pen, I think, is what I got when I started doing this piece. And so I did the entire piece in just that. And what a waste of ink, honestly. Okay, I grant you. Wait, before I say that. Not a waste of ink. I used it on a drawing. That's what it's for. But at the same time, those pens are expensive, and this was a lot of ink to use on it. This was storyboarding for one of our Tiger Lily books. I think my art teacher drew some of these, maybe? Did I draw these? Did she draw these? I feel like my art teacher must have drawn, like, that does not look like my style, so this is not my page. Don't look at me. Although I'm pretty sure I drew that. And that. So she might have just helped me with the cat here. I'm not really sure, to be honest. This was definitely, okay, blank page. Don't know why I missed it. This was definitely during art class, because I remember I asked my art teacher to help me draw trees. And so I just like picked a bunch of tree reference photos and I started to go at them. Here's more practice of that. I got bored with trees at one point, so I started to draw another portrait. I think this one actually turned out kind of cool. But then, as you can see, I continued trying to draw trees, and then my art teacher, bless her, drew a tree here. Like, actually, I even wrote, Sandy drew this, so you can tell that my art teacher drew this. She kind of tried to speak me through, like, having the branches extend up through the tree, invisible, and then also applying the shading to the base. As you can see, I didn't take her advice, and I didn't actually learn how to draw a tree. And then she also tried to help me with, like, perspective and that sort of thing. So she tried to talk me through drawing a scene with a tree. I was practicing drawing cats. I helped illustrate a series of books. You can see the links on my website, craftycrandall.com. And so this was just practice for those. More practice over here. I believe my art teacher might have done these too, so don't take those as mine. Additionally, this tree doesn't look like mine either. The rest of it should all be mine though. Cat. Some random doodles, trying to practice drawing hands. I think this was just like a random night when I was just doodling. Another larger cat study. I really actually kind of like how this face turned out, honestly. Not bad, not bad. And then this, I vividly remember drawing this. So this was my first time trying to draw a portrait, like, without reference, that I was really seriously trying on. As you can maybe tell, I don't know if you can tell or not, this was supposed to be my face, and I did it again without a reference. I wasn't looking at my face or anything, And to be honest, without looking at my face, I think that this was actually kind of decent. Not mad at that at all. Not sure who this was supposed to be. I think this is just another like unreferenced face, maybe trying to find my style, if you will. I don't know what's going on in this page. She looks sad. There's an eyeball. That's about it. This, oh my gosh, I know exactly what this is. So I was part of an app called Art Amino, which was a fantastic app. I absolutely loved it. We had such a supportive community of artists there, and I had so many great friends from that app. And so this was one of the challenges. I think it was like a candy challenge, so you had to design characters made of candy. So I did a gummy worm, obviously, and like tried to make it evil. I don't think it turned out great, but I know what it is. This was yet another attempt at a portrait. I think I was planning on like trying to make it a darker skin tone, but as you can see, I never bothered to fully render it out. This page, oh my goodness. This is obviously a penguin. I like penguins, as you probably know if you're watching this channel. And this was obviously supposed to be Tony Stark. And I did it all in watercolor pencils to try to add some color to my portraits, and like the photo itself was lit like this. Like I didn't come up with this lighting by any means. It was from the reference, and I attempted to apply the same lighting and shadows that the reference photo had. This was just a geometric doodle. I like doing these sometimes, and I think that they actually kind of turn out cool. This was me attempting to figure out a logo for myself. So as you can see, I tried a bunch of things. I don't actually even sign my artwork anymore, so obviously I never picked one that stuck. These two are just some random doodles as well. This was for another Art Amino challenge. I don't remember what the challenge was exactly, but I remember being really happy with this, except that I spelled something wrong in here. There's a misspelling in here. Is it irreparable? Yeah, irreparable. I spelled that wrong. So I was very sad that I had a spelling error. But there you have it. And then I tried again over here, kind of with the same concept, but I didn't like the sketch as much, so I didn't end up finishing it. This was for a character design challenge. I'm not very good at designing characters. I don't have any like original characters, so this was my attempt at one, and it was stupid. So that's all the time we're gonna spend there. Then we've got, oh, this was me. Oh, okay. So that was what it was. So we had to pick a character of our own, which I didn't have any, so I really quickly tried to design one. And then you were supposed to draw it in different styles. So obviously I only tried two, Disney and Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls is cute, but I mean, it's kind of an easy style to draw. This was for another Art Amino challenge. I don't remember exactly what the challenge was, but obviously I was trying to document like each day a different thing, and you can see here I wrote what the prompts were. So food, board game, mythical creature, and then I stopped. Favorite food. Oh, it was probably a 30-day favorite challenge. So favorite food was sushi. Favorite board game is Trivial Pursuit. Favorite mythical creature is a centaur. I don't think that's accurate. I don't know what my favorite mythical creature is, but I don't think that I would pick centaur today. This was for a joke challenge on the same app. Art Amino was my home for artwork for 2 years, and it was fantastic. We had challenges every week, and every week we'd like come up with a different moderator would come up with a different challenge, and it was so much fun. So I looked up this joke. What do you call a camel with no humps? Humphrey. I love dumb jokes. And so I drew a hump-free camel. Oh, this is me in my work uniform. I'm an engineer, so this is what I have to wear when I'm in the plant because it is a dangerous environment and we need to have high-vis clothing on. Also a hard hat, earplugs. I don't have my safety glasses on in this picture, not sure why, but safety glasses, and then this is my laptop bag. This was another doodle. I don't know what I was going for here. I think I was just trying to work on poses because I suck at poses. This is a creature from Artemino. So somebody had drawn, oh, what was this called? It was like a flamingo panda, but it was called something. I don't remember, but I wish I could though. Flamanda? No, I don't know. But this was like another character that someone had drawn, and then this was a character, so I drew them interacting, and I thought it was cute. These are just some little doodles. Helium. We've got helium. I can't tell what. Oh, titanium. Helium, titanium, oxygen. And then we've got hydrogen, beryllium, lithium, fluorine, magnesium, boron, carbon, nitrogen. Welcome to Las Vegas. Oh, neon. That's funny, neon. Phosphorus, scandium, sodium, aluminum, etc., etc. So I was trying to like do an elemental challenge where I drew out each of the elements, but obviously it didn't work because I never finished it. But if you don't know, I'm a chemical engineer, so that was kind of an interesting challenge for me. I love elements. This I actually really loved. So this was, again, me attempting to draw a tree, and I was so happy with this tree. Finally, I figured it out. But it says, from a song, 1,000 pictures can bear thousands of words. Through music comes growth, understanding, and unending wonder. I can't even read my own handwriting. I really liked this. I don't know if I came up with those words or if I found them somewhere. I think I came up with them, but I really liked this. More tree practice. As you can see, I was really, really trying to get better at trees. My friend told me this joke, so I illustrated it again for the joke challenge. Where does Napoleon hide his armies? In his sleeveys. Nat, if you're watching, I told your joke in a video. You're welcome. This was more doodles. Oh, I brought my sketchbook when my friend was playing guitar. So my friend was playing a gig, and I brought my sketchbook and sketched throughout the whole thing. So this is his Taylor acoustic guitar. This is his Gibson Les Paul. That was supposed to be him. Jake doesn't watch my videos, so he'll never see it. But yeah, that's what that was. This was me trying to illustrate Sound of Pulling Heaven Down by Blue October. It's a great song. I really love it. And then these were just random doodles. And this is what I was trying to pick out from the song to illustrate. I don't know what this is. I think it might have been like a superhero that I was trying to draw. I don't know. This is the start of Inktober. Oh my gosh. Did I finish? I think I finished this Inktober. So I've got a video, I'll link it up above for you guys, of my old Inktober walkthroughs. I don't think that this is in there though. That was from the Inktober after this. So this is my first Inktober. So the first prompt was divided. And then we had poison. So if you can see this here, I'll try to. So I have all the different like Xbox, Wii, Facebook, Apple, Twitter, Instagram, like all the social media, and I've got like poison here. And then it says, warning, consumption of these products can lead to poisoned relationships, wasted time, and high blood sugar. Consume at your own risk. I'm so funny. This is, I don't know what the prompt was, but presumably like dive or something. We've got, ooh, I love this one. I think this one turned out great. Big fan, big fan. Obviously this is supposed to be the Great Wall of China. This is for the prompt sword, so somebody is cutting a reed. Shy, it's a turtle. I love that. Crooked, which is just like the scales of justice, I guess. This prompt was run. This is how lazy I got. I was so lazy at this Inktober. Shattered. Oh, I tried to draw like shattered dreams. That was as far as I got though. Teeming with anger. Fierce. I kind of like this one too, actually. That's kind of neat looking. Again, I think this was my brush pen, and you can see by this point I've used it so much that it is running out of ink. This was presumably Mysterious. Yeah, Mysterious. Fat. Ah, Fat. Okay, I was gonna say Fate? No, Fat. Blowfish. Oh, okay, so I didn't like this drawing in the end, so then I drew a blowfish. That's funny. Graceful, somebody balancing. Dirty, I think, or filth? I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh, this one was Cloud. So it's Cloud, but I also have the Cloud from the Mario game, because I was like trying to combine Cloud from Final Fantasy VII and Mario. I kind of like that one too. Deep, haha, deep. Stake the vampire deep in the heart. Furious. I don't know, that one kind of seems like a cop-out, because we already had teaming. Trail. This was my poor attempt at drawing a trail with absolutely no regard to perspective whatsoever. Ooh, this one kind of got cool though. That one's an apple. I like that. I don't know what these are supposed to be. This was obviously an attempt at a car that didn't work out. We've got some Pac-Men here. Oh, United. That was probably an Inktober. Yeah, they were united. I'm not sure what maybe fairy was the prompt, and so I drew Link. I think the prompt here was mask, so I drew the Guy Fawkes mask from, you know, Remember the 5th of November. I don't know. 365. Oh my gosh. So this was 1 year on Art Amino. So I drew out like everyone's username who was my friend, and I put them onto this spread. I really loved doing that. These people, this app seriously like changed my respect for art and like made me want to become a better artist. I think either this is, I don't think this is an Inktober, but I'm not sure. This kind of looks like my Trapes piece actually that I did that I really like a really early version of it. There is a cute little cactus. And then we've got some like regal looking people. Not really sure if, I don't think this is still Inktober. So I think I just was trying to draw different costumes and things. Oh, this, I know exactly what this is. This was me trying to draw one of the members of BTS for one of my friends on the app. And it turned out miserable. But then I drew it again later and it actually turned out okay. This, I'm not sure. Oh, I know exactly what this is actually. This was supposed to be Kel from A Darker Shade of Magic. Yes. Because I drew a piece with him in a different sketchbook actually, and it turned out okay. Wow. Sometimes I just, oh, you know what? I know exactly what this is. This is how I plan out a series. So I actually have this series on my desk. If you've seen my studio tour, which I will link up above, this is the planning that went into those 5 pieces. This was planning for Mermaid. I think I started Mermaid and I didn't finish it. But there you have it. Oh, is this the start? This might be the start, actually. I'm not really sure. Lobster? That's not a lobster, though. I don't know. Why? Exactly. Why? And then just some brush practice here. And that's the end. Alright, moving right into the next one. This is the Moleskine Art Watercolor Sketchbook. Started it on 8/20/2017, so August 20th, which is 2 days before my birthday. I had gotten some new paint. This was the Marie Gouache. I actually unhauled this gouache pretty recently, but I swatched it all out here. And then I tried my first ever gouache painting, which I didn't know how to use gouache. I was trying to use it like watercolor, and it didn't work. It did not work. This is a trapeze artist. I heavily, I referenced this from either Pinterest or Google or something, but yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It's not very good. Oh, I drew a penguin because I think I really liked the shade of green that this was, and so I drew a penguin, and then I colored over it with a watercolor pencil to make this kind of cool little gradient. This was a reading asparagus. I don't know why it's a reading asparagus. I don't remember what this was for, but it is a reading asparagus. Oh, okay, so, hey, we've come full circle. So this is the piece of Kel from A Darker Shade of Magic, and he is in the world of 221B, Sherlock Holmes, because this was like an alternate world challenge on Arduino. That's what that is. I loved this piece. I was so excited about this. This is a jackalope, I think, trying to be the Easter Bunny. I'm not really sure what prompted some of these, but they're interesting. I feel like I was a lot more creative back then. I feel like I'm far less creative now. This was just me. I think I got another new pen, so I was working. Help me. I don't know. This is a building. I don't know what building this is supposed to be. I think this might be in my town, actually. Not really sure. Oh my gosh, I love this piece. Okay, so this was referenced off of the Private series by Kate Bryan. The model there, I love her hair. And so I referenced the face from that, and then I tried to make her into a mermaid because the prompt was snooty, and Noelle in the Private series is very snooty. Obviously, this is launching into mermaid now. Space was the next prompt. I didn't know how to draw a mermaid in space, so there she is, clinging to the moon. The next prompt was jellyfish. That was my poor attempt at a jellyfish mermaid. I think these are all colored in watercolor pencils, by the way. Oh, I like this one. This one was steampunk. I don't think it looks particularly steampunky, but that was the prompt. I think the cog there was the only steampunk element in this entire thing. Fluid. This was me attempting a more fluid pose. Can you tell I don't do poses well? Yes. Yes, you can. Ah! This one was my favorite. So this is rocked. So obviously this is a rocker merman. He's got tattoos, and then on his tail I put all the names of my favorite bands, which all of these, with the exception of Seven Dust and Five Finger Death Punch, are my favorite bands. Oh, and Stone Sour, I don't really like them as much, but they're rock bands, so they fit. Not sure what that says. Presumably more bands. Ah, a pirate. This was a pirate mermaid. Merman. Tried to get a little bit more creative with the expression here, at least. Look at that. Masculine. This is the least masculine looking body. Like, my body kind of looks like this. Oh god, that's funny. I could have drawn him way more buff than that. I should have Googled the reference. Oh, look at this. This is a me mermaid. And I'm reading, just like that asparagus. Does that make me an asparagus? But yeah, I tried to do all my favorite colors in the tail, and then I got a purple shirt on because that's how I roll. I kind of love this. Oh, a selkie. I was like, I didn't know what a selkie was, so here's my attempt at whatever a selkie is supposed to be. I got pretty far into mermaid. I didn't think I got this far. I'm surprised. Royal. Oh, alright. Sure, he could be royal. I like how I did the tail here, actually. That looks cool. Strange. It's definitely strange. Yes, I agree. Oh, and here we are back at our tree practice. More trees. Must learn how to draw trees. Oh, and... oh, this was... these are with the brush pens. Those brush pens that you put water into. I hate those things. That's what this is with. And I think I put like a drop of ink into it. steam plant. Oh, the steam plant. There's a steam plant where I live. That's what this is. I was probably outside actually painting this while I was out there because there's like a rock wall right there. And so I was probably on the rock wall painting this. Calligraphy pen. Calligraphy brush. What does this even say? I have no idea. I have no idea what that says, but tried to draw a fish. Clearly I did not improve with this brush at all. Oh, and then I drew the lighthouse. So this is the lighthouse that is nearby my house, and then that's basically what it looks like. I mean, I've drawn this lighthouse like 9 times. I love the lighthouse. Oh, look at this. Okay, and then we've got a desert landscape that I clearly meant to paint but didn't. This, Toronto? No, Washington. Seattle. Looks like Seattle. There's a lighthouse again. That is, oh, that is Tokyo. No, Kyoto? Kyoto, I think. Shanghai. Not sure what that is. Waterfall. with a floating island. Oh gosh, some of these kill me. This is, oh, it's supposed to be like a pond. Yep. That's a farm, maybe? I'm not really sure. I don't know where I got the reference for some of these. Some of these I don't know what they are. Oh, that's at the lighthouse again, but that from a different angle. This, I don't know what that is. I don't know what building that's supposed to be. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's getting really detailed into like one particular spot on a building. That's a bridge, clearly. Not sure if it's a particular bridge or not. Again, I don't remember doing any of these. Not sure what that is. I think it's like one of those floating docks where you can like step up the stairs and then like dive off of it. I think that's what that's supposed to be. And then this is my living room. Funny. And then I guess I planned on doing more of those little landscapes and I didn't. This is song lyrics, Only a Heartbeat Away. That's by Miles Kennedy. One Fine Day. It's part of One Fine Day by Miles Kennedy. I think I must have been planning for my Miles Kennedy piece at this point. This, oh, I remember painting this because this I used as a backdrop for my, I was going to use it for my website, but I don't think I ended up using it actually. And that's it. Well, there you have it. There is my old artwork. I hope that you enjoyed seeing kind of where my artwork has come, and I will catch you in the outro. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoyed these 2 sketchbooks. I know that I enjoyed going back through them, reflecting on all of the old memories, and kind of seeing the progress that I've made thus far. I do have a bunch of other old art that's in a loose portfolio. If you guys would be interested in seeing that, like a part 2, please let me know in the comments below if that's something that you would be interested in, and I would be more than happy to do that as well. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye!